Alrighty, guys, I'm going to talk about Hollow. I'm going to give you guys the most basic, simple analysis as ever with it. So if we look at Hollow's chart, and it's literally doing exactly what my system is telling me to do. It's literally the algos are taken to these points. People are getting excited. They buy in, and we create new back holders. And it's so like predictable what this thing's doing. So as of now, Hollow's at 24 cents, and as we all know, everyone wants to see this big pump. As you can see, this big pump happened way back at, February of this year, and it's just a vicious cycle. And the more you trade these kind of stocks, the more you see these. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's pennies or big cap stocks. A lot of you got to get it out of your mind when it starts pumping. You do not touch these things, especially when it's above my upper band here. You will see how price quickly and vigilantly comes back here and hits these EMA 5, the 10, and the 20. We try to get above and we vigilantly go, and then right here got all the bag holders. If you did not take profit here and you just thought this thing kept going up, this thing has just went down and down and down. And then what happens is um a lot of people who see this big red move, they say, okay, well, now it's at a big discount. So they get in on this trade here. And then they see it go down again. And then it goes down again. And then they get it. And it's just a vicious cycle. And what happens is this candle right here, you'll usually get one green candle, and that's your dead cat bounce after a big move down. That's just a little dead cat bounce, and then over time it just goes down and down and down. What your targets are going to be are the EMA 5, which is going to act as resistance multiple times before it hits the 10. So we hit the 5, and then we go to the 10, and then their next target is the 20. So we just hit these things in a cycle and a cycle and a cycle until we finally hit the 20. But remember, we're not trying to target the 20. 20 is a home run hit. We know our targets are always going to be the 5 and the 10. This purple and the yellow. And as you can see, when price doesn't hit this EMA 5 in a couple days, 7 daily candles is long, what happens is price swiftly and vigilantly comes back to this. This is a 25% return. The 10 is a 33, and then all the way up to here, we made a 93%. A lot of people would be like, to me, that's insane. That is insane gains. But a lot of people would be like, no, I'm not taking the gains. I want to keep going and going and going and going. I think this is going to go up 1,000%. And the problem is, oh, it wanted to be even more. The problem is people are just greedy, and that's why a lot of those greedy traders lose in the market, and rightfully do so. Anybody that's greedy will get slaughtered in the market. The market don't have time for greedy. So right in here again, as you can see, we don't know when exactly it's going to hit the 20, but anything that don't hit the EMA 20 in 2 months is long. Well, it decided to hit it long. The market could do whatever it wants. But this was one of my most high value trades I saw for Hollow. Look at this trade here, 604 all the way to 819. That was literally over 2 months mark. And why did I think it was a good trade? Obviously, it wasn't an A plus trade because you might ask, well, what's this bottom band here? That's going to be the best buy zone. That is where a lot of the sellers are exhausted, and that is your most extreme of sold territory. Yes, these are customized settings. I have it all in my Discord if you want to join. The link's below. And I give out entries, exits, alerts. Day trading is my most highest value service. But I want to show you guys, how Hollow and all this, because a lot of people are trying to like come into this and be like, well, I mean, we had this big pump up. We come back down to this basic support and resistance. This right here, it should hold. But what happens? It don't hold. This is why I do not trade based on what retail traders do. I don't give a rip about basics, things like this, because literally market makers see this. It's the most common knowledge out there. We had this big move up. We right in here should be a nice support area, and then it just comes tumbling down. It tries to come back up and then goes out. Then a lot of people are like, well, maybe all-time support will hold. Well, what happens? No, it does not. It goes tumbling down again. And if you trade based on this, you're going to get stopped out so many times where it's just not even worth it. And you'll see these all the time. You go down, and then you're like, okay, we should have a nice little support here. This should be the big move up. Okay, no. Okay, we lose on that trade, and then we go down here. This should be the big move up. We had this little consolidation, this little wick right here. It should be strong support, and what happens? We break it. And then you finally get lucky, right? And then this is the big support here, and it finally doesn't break. But instead of just trial and error, by the time you make a big move up, you've probably blown your accounts already. Do this system, and I promise you, will be profitable. Time distance from the EMA 20 not getting hit in over 2 months is long. Larger volume stocks tend to hit it. Obviously, there's no perfect in trading at all. But as you can see, what we have here is a massive EMA 20 distance here, and then we want to make sure we're also under the EMA 5. When you're touching the EMA 5, you want to make sure if price goes against you, at least you have a conservative EMA 5 target. So as you can see, price hits the EMA 5, we code a couple days you look to go against it, and then once you see this, and then we finally have some nice distance from here at least to the EMA 5 if you want to take that 10, 20, 15. I mean, this is actually not that bad. This move alone right here was a 20% return, and then it comes back down. We're back under the EMA 5, but you knew the longer term. And as long as you're not chasing these pumps when they hit the EMA 20, yes, you're gonna backhold. You right when you taste it above the 20, new people get in, they think it's the big move for HOLO, and then they backhold it. And I've seen it time and time again. Hits the 20, new people buy it because they want to wait for a big bullish candle happening. This is up 32% and engulfs all the candle. They're like, okay, now I want to get in. It's too late. The algo's already hit the 20. You're very dangerous doing this. Just like this one, it's too late. It hit the 20 and we're down. We don't know how high it can go above the 20. This one went pretty high above it. This one, not so much. This one, it went pretty high above it. We don't know that. But like I said, the most current action for HOLO, what happened, guys? Are we surprised? We hit the 20 and now we are down. Anybody that does not see patterns and understand it, use the system. You can understand what is your predictable. At least you would know what price targets to go for. It hits the 20. Should you be holding? Should you have a stop loss below the 20? Yes. If you want to make higher gains, sure, you can bring your stop loss. If it goes below the 20, you're out. That way, if it wicks it and goes down, you're out. But if it wants to do something like this and it hits the 20 and stay above it, then yes, you can make more returns. But we don't know if it's going to do that. Anybody that says HOLO is going to pump 1,000% is, I don't even know what to call you. You have a crystal ball I don't have, because obviously you're like, well, past results have to do it. That is totally wrong. It does not have to do what the past has done. And that's why a lot of retail traders are losing on this. This will probably, most likely do a reverse split, and it'll go up, and reverse split, and then it'll go down after that, and then people are still hoping and hoping. I mean, that's not a strategy I want to teach. I mean, based on just a bunch of hope. People had this in the $3, $4, $5. I mean, even $1 is high, 50 cents is high, and it's just a vicious cycle. So what happens? We hit the 20, we go down. I'm not surprised. Nobody should be surprised. We hit the 20. We go down. I'm not surprised, and you shouldn't be surprised either, because that is where the algos tend to take it. What I like to look for is massive EMA 5 and 10 at least, as those are my short-term targets. Because as you can see, price goes away from the 5 a couple days. We come back up to it. I wouldn't even take any of these trades, but you can see the massive gains. This was just a 15%. We come back down again. What happens is we hit the 5. But I want to wait for this for a more solid, bigger signals here. This band right here, and it will happen for stocks. If you're just like, oh, I can only trade HOLO, it's the only stock I want to trade. You lost your mind. There's other stocks to trade that will give you much more higher percentage, other than just waiting for a big pump, right? So this is right here is where a lot of stocks I do see hit, and when they do hit, I have a very nice conservative rule about it, and obviously you don't just get in right away when it hits it. So if you watch all my education content, you'll understand what the biggest moves of the stocks are going to do. But yeah, if HOLO has a massive EMA 20 time distance, yeah, it's going to fill that gap. It's gonna try to hurry up and fill it right here. It tries to get in, but you just gotta understand, you don't just enter anywhere. If you're not at that bottom, bottom band, look at the trend. What is the trend doing? So you don't just randomly guessing. Here's support, here's resistance up in here. So when we get close to this support, yes, you can look to get in as you're below the EMA 5. It doesn't have to hit the trend channel, just like it don't have to. But we know this is going to break out and go to this. Anything above this area is a cherry on the ice cream. So I hope you guys enjoyed this analysis. I'm just trying to keep you guys never to back hold. This is just going to be a vicious cycle where a dead money. If you're at a loss, I mean, just take it out, play another thing. I highly recommend day trading. It's one of my best strategies. I love swing trading, but there's a lot of things you can't control, like overnight risk. So if you join the Discord, click the link down below in the YouTube comments below. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. You can't miss it. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. Please read how to subscribe, as if you have an Android, you'll have to do it on your phone's browser or just use a computer. Also avoid scammers. I will never, I repeat, message you, send you a friend request, or trade your accounts. I will never do that. I know there's a lot of scammers out there because people are desperate. They just want to make money in trading. Well, you can with this system. Just put the time into it, and I promise you, you'll be a whole lot successful. This has a over 90% win ratio as long as you stick with the A plus setups, and it's been just constantly profitable. You can also read the testimonies down here. Lots of people are making money. Hit the service shop in the top left here. This will give you access to all to the membership. It is super affordable. I mean, if you're willing to not go to Starbucks and get a venti, yeah, you can have a whole membership, and you actually, will make money instead of sipping a coffee over here. You'll actually provide yourself a future that I'm telling you, it will make you a full-time trader. It's made me a full-time trader. It had this, the results speak for itself. So Day and Swing Trading Plus is $12 a month, and you get access to all the subscriptions on the left. You'll get my day trading education, my swing trading education, my journal where you can see my active trades and results. My live streams, I go live pretty much every market hours. If you guys just want to have questions, or you're just having trouble setting up your chart, which I have a video to set up your chart. But what I talked about was a swing trading on HOLO. I'm telling you guys, I trade the best biggest cap stocks in the world, doing options, doing day trades. I'm getting in and out in minutes. I'm making 10 to 20% gains in a very short time frame. I never worry about overnight risk. How good does that sound? I promise you. And it has a very high win ratio. I've had over 28 trades in a row that I've won, making 10 to 20% returns consistently, and you can do that too. While you waiting for HOLO to make a big pump, I would have already made close to 1,000% gain in literally a month. So, I mean, that's just the hard reality, and let's just say you don't get the big pump, and I mean, you have dead money sitting into this, and you're just hoping and hoping, and then it does reverse split, and then it never actually does it, and then you blow your whole account. I have risk management is everything. We have strict trades for the swing trading and the day trading. We have, what the risk you're going to risk. The probability of it working is extremely high, and that's really all there is to it. So, Day and Swing Trading Plus, $12 a month. Subscribe on your computer. You'll get, it'll be the best rate. If you do it on your phone through the app, it'll charge you $1 or $2 or more. But I think you guys are going to really like this. It's one of the highest strategies I've done. I've been in discourse that charge hundreds of dollars, and they just show you alerts, and you buy it, and they give you a whole template. One of those trades will probably run, and then the rest will blow your account. Whereas this system is more teaching you, why is it a good trade? Would you buy HOLO at this EMA 20? No. What is the time distance? Are we near this ATR4 band? No. So it's not an A plus setup. So when you're looking at all this stuff, you'll see this, and you'll watch the videos, and you'll be in a part of a community that understands the same thing. So hope you guys do decide to join. If you guys like the video, give a like, subscribe, comment. This is my analysis on HOLO. And there is one penny stock that I really like the most. If you do decide to join, you'll see it. It's just amazing. I think it can make a big amount of money. But as always, join the day trades. Those are my highest trades. I make the most money doing day trades, and I think you guys will too. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. And I hope you guys make money in HOLO. But just want to make an updated analysis on what I see and what do we keep seeing on this chart. All right, guys. Peace out. And I'll be in the Discord.